Oh my gosh. Kitty. Come here, baby kitty. He doesn't like to be held. I mean, he doesn't hate it. He just doesn't prefer it. Anyways. But he's sitting, my cat does this thing where he sits right basically below my camera, right covering both of my monitors, right where all of the important information is. So it's his stream, yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna actually look at my game. So, starting last year, I have been playing a legacy challenge in The Sims that I wrote because I love structure. I love The Sims, but I need structure, and I love horses. So this is a legacy challenge that I have been colloquially calling Horse Sims, but it's also called Love, Legacy, and Horses. I got some help from my incredible friend Chloe Parablossoms _ in writing the challenge, but basically it's a 5-generation legacy challenge all about horses. It covers all different areas of the horse ranch pack in The Sims. So we're currently in generation 2, and Gen 2 is still only a child, but he will be growing up soon. And when he does, one of the things that he's going to do is save up money and build. So an aspect of the legacy challenge is that each generation has been building a different part of the farm. This is what it looks like so far. This is a separate save file, but I copied over the lot. So our first generation built this was meant to be an old rundown barn that they converted into a living space. So here's that living space. And then later built this, which is like a party. I don't remember why I put a yoga mat in there, but it's like a party hosting barn. So there's a bar, there's a big table for dinner parties, and there's a dance floor and a stereo. But so the second generation sim is going to build a big house that I'm planning to have in this space, basically, because this living space is it's not huge. And I'm hoping for the second generation sim to have a bigger household, essentially. Does that make sense? Anyways, that's what I'm going to start today, is building a big ranch house. I have looked up some inspiration. I have an idea in my head of what I want, but I feel like I'm just not good at building in The Sims, so we'll see how it goes. Perfect. Thank you, Aretha. Thank you. So we'll see. But that's what we're getting started with today. So yeah. Also, I copied over, this is what the lot looks like in my playthrough thing. So I copied it over to build in, but I didn't want to mess with my actual save file. And also, hello Raiders. Choo choo. Oh my gosh. We are building in The Sims. Did you hear that, kitty? We're not knocking over all of the things on my desk. We're building in The Sims. He just knocked another thing over. He stared me down, looked right in my eyes, and swatted something off my desk. Anyways, I apologize for the chaos. We are building in The Sims. I am working on a horse ranch for my horse Sims. Get out of here. Anyways, my cat does that all the time. I think he knows. He's figured out that when I'm sitting here streaming, if he does some destructive stuff, it will distract me. So really, I need to just learn to completely ignore him, and I think he'll stop, but I am weak. So I have been working on a legacy challenge in The Sims that is horse focused because I love horses. Who wouldn't? My part of the Legacy Challenge has been expanding on this horse ranch, so it looks a little messy now, but the goal is to build different components of it. So next up, we're going to be building like a big house. Right now we have a pretty small house where the Sims have been living in the meantime. I am not great at building in The Sims, and I'm also not very fast at it. So my goal is to sort of get started on the horse ranch house build that we're gonna add in, and it might take me a while, but we'll get there eventually. So here we go. My cat is also chaotic and loves interrupting stream. Yeah, it's because I think really my problem is that I have a channel point redemption for giving my cats treats. So they have figured out that like they will get treats. Like they're smart. They figured out that while I'm streaming, they will get treats. But they haven't really made the connection that like you all are in charge of when that happens, and it's not just like when they're sufficiently annoying. So it is what it is. I also have that channel point redemption. You mean I did this? Look, who's to say? But it might have contributed. I've been trying to build apartments in The Sims and it's taking me forever. I love when I watch, I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way so we have plenty of house space. I love watching people who are like comfortable building in The Sims, just like, I feel like I can, like, they go from nothing to like a functional house in like a half hour, and then from there it's just like putting in clutter. And how every time I try to build in The Sims, I feel like a part of my brain breaks and I forget how houses work. So anyways, welcome in. Hello, Sreem. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But hello, it's great to meet you. It's going well. My cats are trying to, you know, just destroy everything off of my desk as they do. But we're building in The Sims, so what could go wrong? Okay, so I have basically the goal that I have for this building is to be sort of like long and large. I said it right? Perfect, cool. Long and like just a large building. And I think what I would like is to have a second story, but only for like the back half of it, sort of. And I feel like looking at that, this looks not like a great shape. So I'm definitely gonna work on it. But I'm imagining like I was recently at a ranch house and it was 2-story. Basically, I'm modeling this a little bit off of a house where I was recently, and it was sort of like 2 stories like this. Oh, actually, yeah, no, well, and then it had like I changed my whole entire mind. I don't like that. This is how building in The Sims works for me, is I just will do things like 15 times. Okay, let me start over, but I like that shape, but it was a little bit too long, so I'm gonna do something similar, but not quite as long. Oops, wrong arrow. And then I might... Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Y'all, thank you so much for anyone who's followed with the raid. I know there were so many folks that joined and I did not say hi to every single person or every single follow, but I really, 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 I really appreciate it a ton. Thank you, thank you. Maybe I'll just do... I think my problem is that like, I overthink everything. Okay. Like, what would this look like if I just did... How do houses work? I want it like this, but then I don't want the roof to be quite so tall. I mean, like, that's absurd, no? Maybe I do want it like a little bit smaller this way. I think what it was... But see, then you can't like have this... Okay. What if I'm gonna look at a photo? That's what I need in this moment. Look, I want to look at like house on horse ranch images. Oh, these are so different than what I'm imagining. See, like a lot of them, there's like a lot, I feel like there's a lot of buildings that are like a barn, but we sort of already did that. So I don't really exactly want to do that. There's also a thing that we could do. In fact, let me just do this before I get too far ahead of myself. I remember recently I was looking at some of the houses in the horse ranch world, and there was another one that was like quite large and very beautiful. I think it might be, it was either this one or this one. Let me look at this one. And we can sort of use these for inspiration. That will also help me. But also I'm looking at an image on the internet, and I think what I was picturing is one of those houses that's like long and then has like a very big front porch almost. Like maybe that's what I'm thinking. Possibly, I believe. So that's definitely an option. Okay. Yeah, this is the house that I remember seeing when I was just looking around at houses that I was so blown away by because it's so beautiful. Although I think it reminds me, like it definitely looks at home in the horse ranch pack world. But it reminds me less of like the horse ranch vibe that I'm trying to get and more of like, I almost feel like, hi kitty. I almost feel like it's more of like a really like a ski resort, you know, which I like, but isn't exactly the vibe that I'm going for. Cape Cod style, those have lots of dormers as well, so it's like half. Ooh, okay. Let me look it up. Ooh, yeah, I think I am sort of imagining something like that, but instead of what I'm seeing when I look that up on Google. Also, I'm not sharing my Google search because I found that Google does a really good job of accidentally doxing you. Instead of like the front of those look a lot like, it's like the front of the house with like a bunch of windows and a front door, and then like windows up top. I want the front of it to have a porch, but I still think this is actually exactly what I've come back around. But yeah, I love this style, but one, I think it's gonna be tough for me to get because of all of these wooden posts. I think are a little, I don't know how that works. And it's not quite the vibe that I was going for. But I have a plan. I have an idea and a plan. And I think we can make this happen. Mostly my main thing is that I want it to be pretty large. I'm definitely going for large. See, why does it still... What is this? That's not even what's there. Sims? Half of it second story. Yeah, I think I do like that idea of like half of it being second story, but I think I have a solid. Let me show you what I'm picturing, and you can all tell me if this makes sense. I am going to delete the stuff that I already made if possible. Can I do that? Is it gonna have that like floating? Yeah. I feel like I deleted that in like the least efficient way, but that's fine. Okay. Here's what I'm picturing. Like a big kind of long house this way. I don't know how big that is. Like it's hard for me. The other thing, I don't know if anyone else is like this in The Sims, but I feel like I sometimes when I'm building, I will like put a bed just like in the middle of the house so that I can understand the actual like size of the things that I'm making because I just like don't have a good sense of how big everything is. And so I accidentally build things that are like too big or too small. Anyways, I'm picturing that with like a huge front porch, or not that huge, but like a front porch that goes all the way along the front. But isn't like, I don't want it super raised. I sort of like that. And I might get rid of some of the fence. But then for the second story, what I'm picturing is like slightly less. And then a roof that goes, that's pretty low like this, but then goes all the way over the porch. You know what I mean? And then the top, sort of like how I had it before. And then also, again, not super tall. Does that... Is this conveying what I hope it's conveying? Like, does this make sense? I can't tell. So it's not... I feel like it's not as... The house that we looked at, the other house in this world, had like a lot of stuff going on. And I really like that, but I feel like I do not believe in my Sims building vision or my abilities as much to do that. Does it look super weird from... So it's like just very... It's like pretty... It's big, but it's mostly just like very wide. But then my only concern is how... So, okay. There's the vision. Let's mess around with it and see if we could like fit stuff into it before I go too deep in in messing with stuff. I can't decide like what... Oh, I like this. Okay, so then I think I would put stairs here. Although maybe... I think what I want is sort of like... I think what I would imagine is for there to be like a hallway across here. But then I think a one wide hallway is so narrow. So then if I'm having a 2 wide hallway, there's only 3 cubes or 3 squares that each room up here could only be 3 squares wide, which I don't know that I love. What I was imagining is a second story for like kids' bedrooms, and then a first story would have like parent bedroom, living room, kitchen, dining room kind of deal. But I think I would have to just, although there's not really anything, like I don't really need any of the space back here. Like the house could go essentially all the way up to the back of the lot. So I could just sort of make it wider. This is becoming quite large. Oops. Why does it keep thinking that there are units? Okay. I see the vision. Anyways, this is what it's like when I build. Nothing makes sense, and then eventually maybe something will make sense. I'm picturing possibly switching like this. Oh, I see. But see, I would want it to be further back almost. Could I move like this and then like that. Okay. And then, see, so then basically, sorry, sometimes I just have to laugh at myself. Okay, and then this would be a hallway. And the stairs still work there. And then I could have like, I'm not doing the math to see if they're even, but like 3 bedrooms. Or maybe I want a bathroom somewhere in the mix. But that's the vision. Thoughts? Does this make sense for an upstairs? Is this like a possible thing? Also, y'all, just a heads up, we have an ad break coming up in a few moments. The ad should start soon or now. I usually like to take a little bit of a break for the ads and like do a stretch, take a sip of water. So if you've been hanging out here, now's a good time to take a sip of water with me. But we'll be back in just about 3 minutes to keep building / me questioning all of my choices and my understanding of space, like physical space in The Sims. Oh, wee. Like here, like this is what it is, right? People that are good at building in The Sims, how do you understand the amount of space that you want for everything? Like, how do you know that? How does that exist in your head? Because I start building and then suddenly, like, this is huge, but is it? I always end up with a few rooms that are way too big. I'm glad it's not just me. Like, I just don't understand space. Like, what I'm imagining, okay, so that would be the upstairs, and then like this is what I'm picturing. I'm gonna make this big, but intentionally. This would be like the main bedroom with its own bathroom. So this would be like where the parents would live, essentially. And then maybe we have like a guest bathroom here. I don't know. And then like a kitchen? A big kitchen, because why not? I think also part of my vision or part of my understanding of a ranch house or like a house on a horse ranch is that I like the idea of it being quite big with a bunch of open space. Like, I think that does work for the vision that I have. Place a bed to, yeah, that's okay, cool. I'm glad that other people do that too, because that's what I do sometimes, is just place a bed so that I understand. And then, although I guess maybe I'll do this and remove these, because I'm imagining like this open space being kind of like living room area and dining room area. And then maybe we can put like some plants somewhere. Welcome back from the ad break, y'all. I'm just contemplating space as always, but I think I am. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things. First, I'm going to put a bunch of, this is like always my go-to when I'm building. It looks terrible, but that's okay. It's only temporary. I'm going to put a bunch of these like little ceiling lights just everywhere so that the space is more lit up so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I'm also going to put just like a bed, just like any bed, in all of the places that I think are going to eventually be a bedroom so that I can get a better sense for like if they're the right amount of space kind of deal. I think I do want a bathroom upstairs, so I might adjust the spacing of some of the stuff upstairs, but that's okay. Is there like a horse ranch bed? Yes, there is. I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, like you'd still have plenty of space for like other fun stuff that you might want in your bedroom. Like we still have plenty of space in here for like drawers for storage and stuff, and like bookshelves. Like that's a lot of space. That's a pretty big bedroom. But I think that's okay. And then what if we made some of these like, okay, how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 across. That's also quite a big bedroom, I think, right? Like you have like, okay, imagine this is like a teenager's bedroom. You could have a desk over here, or maybe over here with the chair here, so you can still get to this side of the bed if you want. And then you can also have like a bookshelf and other stuff. Like there's still plenty of space here. I don't know if y'all do, but I never make closets for my Sims. Like in real life, I feel like I always have a closet, you know, like many bedrooms have an actual closet. But in The Sims, I only ever give them like a little dresser, if anything, because they don't really need a closet. So I just don't make closets. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. Let's make this one also. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it already is 5. And then I'm thinking I could make this. We could just make like another room for a bathroom. What I'm picturing is we could have like 2 or 3 kids' rooms, but also the third could be like a guest room or an office. It could be some other thing that's not like a kid's bedroom, basically. Wait, no, I wanted another one of these lights. Yeah, I'm just gonna, oh, that's a pretty big bathroom though. It's fine. I have no concept of space. So like these would be bedrooms. This is a huge house. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. And welcome in from the raid train. Hello, hello. Does this make sense? We are building a horse ranch house in The Sims. So like a house for our horse ranch in The Sims. And my goal was to have a big house where you could have like a big family, because I'm really hoping that my Sims will this is for a legacy challenge, and I'm hoping that this generation Sim will have a big family, so have like a couple of children and all that jazz. So I wanted to have like a big house to make space for that. But the problem that I have is that I have no concept of space in The Sims. Like I just can't tell if things are way too big or not way too big. I just don't know. So I'm trying to build, but I'm second guessing all of the things that I've done because I can't tell if they're too big or too small. But thank you so much for joining. I hope you're having a really lovely day. Here's my thought. Okay, here's a thought. Tell me if this is big brain or not that. What if I made this into 2 bathrooms? And this one, which would have a door to the hallway, would be shared by these 2 bedrooms, which could be like kids' bedrooms. And then this bedroom could basically be a guest bedroom, and it could have its own bathroom, which is smaller, but still a thing. Does that make sense? Yes, each of the rooms will get a dresser. I'm not doing closets because I like never do. I was mentioning this a minute ago. I never do closets in The Sims because I feel like The Sims don't need closets, and so it just like takes up so much space, and for what? So I'm just gonna do dressers for everybody. Although then this bathroom, this like is kind of big. Maybe, no, I'll come back to it later. That'll be a thing that I figure out later. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Does that make sense? I'm gonna take a break from doing interior stuff and just see if I can make, like, look at how big this like barn is though. Like I feel like big buildings make sense for a big horse ranch piece of land, right? Okay, I am going to work on the exterior a little bit because I feel like if I can see it as something that would work as a horse ranch building, then it'll make more sense to me. So one option for the way that I can make the exterior look is sort of like, obviously this is like a more run down, this is outside of the lot, just like stuff that exists on the world. But this kind of thing where I have like logs, like I can make it look like a building made of logs. Can I see any of the other houses from here? We're kind of tucked away. Or something that I was sort of considering is making it look like the material of like a, how do I explain? Like the material of a horse building. How do I explain this? Have you ever been inside of like an indoor, I can't explain, but like I could do like white sort of panels and like a green metal roof, which I feel like is like a thing, like something about that like metal roof. It reminds me of like horse buildings. So I'm thinking either like lean into the wood vibes or do something that's more modern-y, and I can't decide which I want to do. Rustic porch with paint on the main part of the house. Yeah. Yes, I've been on a ranch. Okay, cool. Perfect. You're an incredible resource in this moment. So yeah, my options are all wood or like that more modern white kind of vibe. So I might just like look at what we have for each of those types of thing. So like this, I feel like that's more, I'm gonna go to this side where it's in the light a little more. I think this is more something that I might use like inside possibly, but like this, it could be like made of logs or like log planks or whatever you would call that. That is definitely an option. Or no, not that. Maybe like this, but in white would be sort of similar to the other option. Is this, wait, okay, this is rustic and this is natural. Yeah, like this would be the other option. So these kind of like clean white planks almost. And then for the roof, yeah, what would we have for the roof? Maybe either way would be like a similar roof. Like, okay, does this come in like green? Okay, but that's not the green that I'm looking for. Let's see. Whoa, that's cool. But not what we're looking for. That looks too... Oh, this is also like... Okay, this looks kind of green. This is the roof that I'm picturing. I don't know. I can't pinpoint why that's in my head, but I feel like that is the roof of like a horse building. Is this in anyone else's brain, or is this like a me thing? Is this something that I have incorrectly attributed to horse related buildings? The brighter green is what's on my dad's barn IRL. Yeah, like it's like a barn, like this, like that type of barn. I don't know, I can't explain. Sod roof is nice as it makes it cooler inside the house, but you might need to mow the roof. Yeah, how would that work? That's so cool. It looks good. Okay, maybe we'll go with this. And I might even lean in and do this brighter color. Like, it's kind of fun. And I like the idea of it being kind of a modern-y sort of building. I'm gonna put in the planks, like the white plank look that I was imagining, just to sort of see how it looks. Because obviously I can change all of this later, but I just wanted to get something up so that I can picture it. So then if we went this route, I think what I would want, okay, like what does this look like? I think that's too rustic, I guess. But if this comes in white, that could be good. And then I'm imagining kind of, oh, I did not do the math here. I need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over. How far? Maybe 6 over. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Is that even? Whoa. And then something in between, but that has, yeah, like this is cool. Ooh, I like that actually. Whoa, what did I click? That's not what I want. I mean, obviously the beams don't do a whole lot because the roof is just like right over it, but I think it makes sense. Like that's to support the roof, right? I think I made the edge of this roof a little bit smaller before because I felt like it stuck out too far, but now I feel like it doesn't stick out far enough. And then I actually think I might just delete like all of this. Oh, but I don't want to delete that part. I also did not mean to delete that. I just want to delete the... I feel like anytime I try to delete stuff when I'm building in The Sims, I end up deleting everything except for the thing that I'm trying to delete. And then it's just like this big open porch. Something about that is like very appealing to me. And because it's only up, like I wanted the foundation to not be up super, super high. I deleted the wrong oh no, I got it right. Nice. So then you can just step up to the porch instead of having to like go up steps, you know? Because if it were up steps, then I would have left some of the railing, I think. You need that wraparound porch. I was thinking about a wraparound porch, but the thing is, it's so far back on the lot that we couldn't fit one back here. And also, I think I like this house being very like having like a direction. But I also was thinking about a wraparound porch because I do love a wraparound porch. I want to see if there's... So, okay, what would a porch look like for this? It seems like what I'm seeing... what I'm seeing on the internet is that like horses on... No. Houses on horse ranches can kind of look like anything. There's a picture that I think I'll put in my Discord later that I think really shows what my inspiration is. It's it's like very similar to what I'm actually making, which is pretty cool. And the front of the picture has like a person and a horse. So it's very horse vibes. All right, I like the idea of some sort of like, why is it, okay, some sort of like stone thingy. What to do? Rock? Go for it. Tile? Same. If you like it, anything goes. Yeah, exactly. Like if you like it, anything goes. It seems like what I'm looking at is that I think particularly because like I think the type of house, if you're building a house on like a horse ranch, you probably have like tons of space, right? Like it's just like a very big type of space, which means you can kind of do anything. Like you can sort of fit anything at all. Which is pretty cool. Okay, I like some of these. Whoa, that's cool. That's so cool. Anyways, I might also, after I get like most of it done, I could probably also look at the other house in the horse ranch world for a little bit of inspiration. I might just try this. I do kind of like that. Cool. And then maybe I'll adjust the foundation to be, I like this, but I don't know that I love the end of it. Or can I do different colors? No, I don't love the way that it meets the end there. It's like just like an open edge. I sort of prefer these ones that have like something at the edge, but not that one. I mean, I guess the thing is, for the most part, you can't even really see the edge on these. So as long as I get something where I like the top part. Oh, there's a horse ranch one. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do this one actually. I think that works pretty well. But do we want I feel like it has to be the one with the white or like off-white. I don't love that these colors don't like match very well, but I feel like that's always the thing in The Sims, is that nothing is ever the same swatch. Okay, I think that works pretty well. We have all this like light wood, basically. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, the thing that I was trying to say is I feel like on a horse ranch, you have so much land that anything goes. Like you can literally do anything that you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but like you can do whatever you want. Okay, let me put a door. This sort of like inspiration photo that I'm looking at, they have doors that look almost similar to barn doors, but aren't barn doors. Maybe this is like a barn, basically. No, it looks like a house. I don't know. I definitely want the building to feel like a sort of like a mix between a house and a, oh, I can just change the light to make it a little brighter. A mix between a house and a barn, you know? Is that a dog door? A pet door? That's really cute. Okay. But we need a door for human Sims. This house is adorable. Yeah, you get it. Okay, see, like this. Yeah, I really like this, where it looks like a barn door, but it's a door. In the inspiration photo that I'm looking at, they have black doors, which I really like. This one doesn't really have a swatch that's like all black, which is kind of annoying. Let me look at it like out of the shade. So this one's like a black door with dark wood, and this one's white and black, which is, I definitely think like a darker, I guess we could just like, I feel like we need like a complementary color for some of the extra decoration. And I think door, like this is, it's not black, it's just all really dark wood. Okay, I think we'll do this one because it's like pretty close to black. I think we could maybe get away with doing some other stuff that is actually black with it, you know? Okay, and then this is directly in the middle of those two things, I think. Some doors do, yeah, some of these are really fancy doors. And I think we couldn't, oh, this is cool. This is like similar, but even more. Like it has, I do sort of like this one that we have though. Although let me just look at the swatches because, okay, no, it's the same swatches. Sometimes even when things are from the same pack, they have different swatches, which is like, who made that decision? I sort of like this, but I don't think it's quite the right vibe. I also sort of like that, but it's not quite. There's also this one, which I do think is similar-ish. That's cool, but I think it's definitely a different vibe. Like it's not barn adjacent vibe. Elvin, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for redeeming kitten treats. Thank you, thank you. I think as soon as I finish getting some doors around here, we'll do a little kitten treat break. Thank you, thank you. And Frezzo, welcome in. Thank you for being not first. When I simmed, I got many mods to add in more color choices. Yeah, I have some. I go back and forth. I have some like custom content and some mods that I use, but I find I don't like to use a ton of mods and custom content because since this game is so frequently updated, I really do not enjoy having to like update all of my mods and everything, or like check to see which mods broke what, you know? So I have some custom content, but I find I don't use a whole lot of it. I sort of like this door as well for, basically I want to have, we will have like a back door over here, probably out of the kitchen, and maybe even a door in their bedroom, although I'm not sure, maybe even like a side door. Like we're just gonna have extra doors because it's a huge house, so why not? So I want to get another door that matches, and I actually do feel like these swatches are really similar, and I like the idea of having a mix, like a couple different like wood colors basically. But I think, oh, there's also this one that I didn't notice. Does this have, see, it's all just that like, okay, that's like more closer to like black. I can't decide which one I like better though. I think I like this first one that we have better as a door. Although the windows are very high up, which I don't know is my favorite. Can you look? This is why everything takes me 1,000 years to build in The Sims, because all I'm doing is picking a door. But it'll take me forever. Oh, this is kind of cool too. That's kind of neat, but see, also like a lot of it looks more like more rustic than I'm going for. This one could be cool here. Okay. I'm gonna move that over for a second. I think this is also, can I get it in the middle? Yeah, that's in the middle, right? That's also a good option. Why am I this way? Sorry, y'all. And then what was that third option that I really liked? That's the one we have. That one I think looks too like run down, but this one is one I also liked. Okay, I think the middle one is, well, the middle one's so huge though. I'm just picking a door, struggling to pick a door. Reading and then take a nap, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. I like the look. Okay, here are the first door over here. I don't like how high up the windows are. Something about that annoys me. This door, I love the windows, but it's so big. It just feels kind of like a lot. I wonder if I made... Does that look terrible? Is that like too big at this point? Because I feel like if I make it taller, this door doesn't annoy me as much because it's not it's not like taking up so much space. I think I'm gonna do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna stop overthinking it. Boom. That's the one. It makes it look like a converted barn. Okay, cool. Which I sort of want that to be the vibe. Is like I want the look of the house to be like reminiscent of a barn. All of the buildings in this lot are just barn adjacent. Okay, we're doing it. And then did that change the stairs a ton? No, I like them how they are. And then I think I want to change the... Why? I want to change the stairs to be... Ooh. I might make them... Okay, I don't know that I love that color specifically. What's the difference? Okay, we're gonna do this. I think I want to have inside, although I don't know, maybe this is pretty dark. I'm overthinking again. Who's surprised? Like maybe black is, no, I sort of like the idea of like white and black, and that will make it look kind of more modern. I feel like that is, I think that's the right vibe for the person, for the sim who will be making this for their family. Just trust me. The contrast. Yeah, I like that contrast a lot. I want to decide if I want this like very dark. Well, it's not very dark. See, make this make sense. The swatches. This looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. The swatches for the door didn't have like a black that only had this very, very dark wood color. And then the swatches for the stairs don't have that dark wood color. Oh, maybe they do. How dark is this? Maybe that is the right one. I take it back. But like, why did the stairs have this color and it's fine. This is just always the thing with The Sims, right? Like, why can't wood swatches in particular just like match in this game? Why? Okay. I like that a lot. I haven't decided what I want to do for the floor yet or the walls, so that'll be a thing that I can come back to later. But yeah, I think I like this a lot. 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, like a guest bathroom, a bathroom for these 2 bedrooms. Windows. That's what I need. And then I think I also want to have, I was imagining this would be oh, you know what I could do? This can still be like a half bathroom, but I'll put 2 doors on it. I'll have a door here and then, well, is that weird? I'm overthinking. I gotta stop. I'm gonna leave this alone. Let me put I want like a door. I was picturing this one because it has kind of like barn-ish vibes, but I don't love that it doesn't have any amount of a window. So maybe I'll try to switch for something with a window. Oh, that's kind of cute. But this also doesn't have a window. Those are too big. Is this how everyone else builds? Like, do you overthink every single decision, or is this me? Ooh, this is cool. Now hang on a minute. This is a barn door, but it doesn't have, it's not like glass. It's not a window. It's just like open air. It's fine. I'm a mess. Okay. I'm just going back to this first one. All right, this would be the door, like the back door from the kitchen. I also think I might want a door like on either side here, which is sort of weird because we just have this big front door. Yeah, and there's not really a spot for it here because of where the stairs are, so I'll just leave it. You could literally, like, the house is so big, you could literally have like a door over here and a door over here. You know, like there's just, it's huge. I want more doors. All right, and then let's go with sort of like a plain, like a more plain-ish door. But I don't like the swatches on this. This is like forever the thing in The Sims, right? None of the wood swatches are right. Okay, but that's, I don't like the handle. Oh my goodness. Oh, we could just do like black. But it doesn't match the wood. All right, we'll get there. I could just use the same door that I used for going outside. Let me see. Is that weird? Is it? No, I don't like the handle for an indoor door. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Focus up. Kitty, scratch that. We could do... All right, I think I just need to pick one of these like plain kind of doors. But I hate the swatches. No, I don't like that one. All right, okay, all right. I feel like that's too modern. Maybe we'll just do black door for indoor door. Whoa. Ooh, okay, like maybe that one's decent and I could do just... Ooh, okay, wait, that swatch matches pretty well. And it looks like... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop overthinking. This is the door I'm gonna use for the indoor doors. And I'm just gonna put it everywhere and then I can move it around later if necessary. This would be like for the bathroom. This is for the bathroom in from their room. And then I think for the kitchen, instead of a door, or like instead of one door, I will do... I could make this come up more, but then why would I? I'll come back to it later. I can't stop myself from asking or like thinking, pondering on every single tiny little thing. Okay, well that's like too big. Oh, but it like actually does slide. This is cool though. I really like that, but it's huge. Okay. I want like an archway. That doesn't, but which one? Okay, let me go back to the shorter ones because I feel like there's one. Yeah, I like this, but like it's goofy because it looks so small now with these super high ceilings. Like these, I feel like when the ceilings lower, these archways are like huge. Maybe I'll just do this one because I think it has... But like, see, why does this have... Oh wait, that is that swatch. Maybe it looks more black inside. I don't know colors. Let's put that there. Split the wall and add columns. Okay, that's interesting. I wish you could do like partial walls, but the opposite way. Like, you know how you can do... Thank you, Chief. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you think so. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. I forgot you can make platforms. Like, you can do partial walls, but only going shorter. Like, I wish you could do a partial wall, but on the top half. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Do I know what I'm trying to say? Although, oh, wait, you're a genius because I can do a column going across. Wait, okay. Let's imagine what this could look like. We could have this. Oh, but I have to... We could have... Oh, does that show? Okay, cool. It doesn't show up on the outside, which is cool. And then I could have... Please have a swatch that matches. Do I have to draw a wall between these in order to be able to change it to a... Maybe. Okay. I'm not a Sims builder living vicariously through all my streamers. I think I like this. I want to like... I wanted to be able to like see the ceiling of it. What do we think? I sort of like it. I'm gonna leave it for now because we could always switch it later. I don't like that this is like... Oh, perfect. I can rotate it. Okay, boom, easy. My mind is blown. I've never attempted that before inside the house. Yeah, me either. But I do like it. I like the idea of having... I've put like columns, or what are these? Spandrel, support beams. I put like support beams inside of houses, but never like in to replace a door or to replace like a spot. So I sort of like this. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, I think this works. I don't love the whoa, that's cool. I don't love the color of this. Like, it's I wish there was like a better... Oh, and there is. I just didn't look at it. This is, I think, a close, like, it's not exactly the same. I think these have this like cool weathered look, which maybe isn't even my favorite because I want it to look nice and modern in here, but I think it looks intentional. And then this looks a little bit cleaner compared to it, but I think it's a better color match. I kind of would like to have a inside window in the closed off part of the kitchen wall. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about even putting like a door here or something, but I wonder if we could have either a window or even... Now stick with me for a moment. What if we made it into a half wall? And just went really wild. And then had another column here. Is that too wild? Or we could even get rid of the wall here. We don't need it. And then we can have another one of these here. And then I'm even thinking we could have it go across more, although maybe not. I mean, let me leave it. Let me quit while I'm ahead. And then, because what I'm imagining here is that we could have, although at that point, maybe just get rid of the bottom half of the, because I think like what I was picturing is that we could have, this is so interesting. I feel like I'm being very brave with my building choices. I wouldn't have attempted this. What I'm picturing is we could have a, maybe I actually do like these for this. So I'm thinking the like kitchen island shape because it has space underneath it where you could sit. No, but then I would have to have the wall. Like I'm thinking you could like sit here. No, hang on. Or you could have, is there like a, I don't want a bar. I want like a table, but I want it to be tall. A bar table. Like I'm picturing like a little table here. I don't know. I feel like it either has to be a full wall, but we can keep this thing, or I just delete the wall entirely. And then that's like just another spot that you could walk through. And then I guess why wouldn't this just be further back? But because we want kitchen space. I'm thinking. Yeah, I really like the idea of this part back here being like pantry space, essentially. In fact, like a walk-in pantry is so cool to me. And we could do, I want this here. And we can get around, like it doesn't even have to be a doorway if we put this here. And then we won't have to have the, do you know how sometimes in The Sims, well, you might not know, but I will tell you. Sometimes in The Sims when you have doorways, yeah, I don't give any, none of the bedrooms get a closet, but the kitchen, that gets a huge pantry. But because it's not a doorway, like sometimes in The Sims in doorways, you can't put things too close to them because it's a doorway. But it's not a doorway, it's just an open wall, so I can put anything wherever I want. Yeah, this is kind of absurd. Yeah. But it's like an open pantry. That's a thing, right? I feel like that's a cool thing. Maybe. I don't know. Open concept, yeah. Like it seems on brand to have like an incredibly fancy, over the top kitchen in our, because this is still plenty of space for a dining room here. Like that's totally enough space for a pretty large dining room. And then this can be just like a big, like we have tons of space, like dining room, living room, tons of space. We can put a TV like here, anywhere we want, basically. Then I don't super love the bathroom placement there, but there's not really a better spot for it. So it is what it is. Cool. Okay, anyways, back to my massive pantry. I love it. It feels right. Okay, and then I think I have these really cool shelves that are custom content, although they only come in one color, which I don't love. Oh, see, I need the wall. But I like the idea of something like this where you basically just have shelves everywhere all the way across almost. But I might see, okay, oh, that those are way too small, I think. What other shelf? Wait, like The Sims needs more like plain shelves, but that look nice. I'm gonna have to. I hadn't turned on the move objects cheat yet, but I am doing that. It feels way too hard to build without move objects on. A water closet, yeah. The only types of closets we have are kitchen closets, aka pantries, and bathroom closets, aka water closets. Oh, that's like a... That's kind of cool. Okay. That's cool. Like, I don't know that it makes sense in our pantry, but it's cool in general. Like, this could... I wonder if we can find... This could be a cool thing, like, next to the door. If there's a swatch that matches. Yeah. For, like, your coats and shoes. Okay, sorry. That was not... That just... It took my... I got distracted. Why does this... Okay, cool. Great. For a moment, that wall was like a black hole, but it figured it out. Oh, maybe no, storage doesn't really have shelves. It's surfaces, and then there's like hanging shelves. Like, these do not seem wise for a pantry. That's also custom content. So if I'm gonna do custom content, I might as well just do the custom content shelf that I like. I just wanted there to be better shelves that I could use like all the way across the walls essentially. And I don't really feel like there are any good like pantry shelves. Okay. I am gonna really quickly look into storage. Hi, Tulips, welcome in. Happy New Year, fellow book lover. Apologies for the copy paste. I think you might have missed my message. Oh, I absolutely missed it. Thank you so much for copy pasting it. Don't ever, like, if I don't notice a message, you're always totally welcome to copy paste it anytime. I am known to miss things. I totally missed it. Thank you for copy pasting. I hope you're having a really good new year so far. And I hope you have some good books on your radar for this year. Food closet, water closet, no clothes closets. Yeah, in this house, we do not put our clothes in a closet. Unacceptable. A mix of shelves with a china cupboard. Yeah, that's a good idea. Totally right. Okay, cool. I like this plan. What do we have for these? Are like bookshelf. Oh, is there? Let me just look at the everything shelves. Those are books. Books. What kind of shelves? Jar of marbles? Okay. Box. See, like, maybe we'll get something like this in one of the rooms. I recently got influenced into playing The Sims again, but it's been years, so I feel like I've forgotten everything. I play The Sims weekly, and still, basically every single time I load into this game, I feel as though I have forgotten everything. 1000%. So you don't lose your marbles. Wait a minute, I need it. This is cool. What is it? It's a wardrobe. Yeah, like my Sims can have whoa. Sorry, I didn't notice that they... I don't know what that whoa noise was that I made. They made like other hanging clothes that are from the Horse Ranch pack. And they're so cool. Okay, that's pretty sick. I didn't, like, I remember, and there's some from high school as well. Okay, this is just an intermission for hanging clothes. I remember all of the ones from, what is this, Dream Home Decorator maybe? I have that pack, and I sometimes use the hanging clothes because they look really cool, but I had not noticed that they added some from recent packs. So there are additional ones from the high school years pack, and they're really cute. And like, I just pointed at my screen as if you could see what I'm pointing at, but this one on the end, that like purple jacket, I think it looks exactly like one of the items that you can wear in the game, which is so cool. But anyways, I hadn't noticed that they added these with recent packs, and that's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, anyways. Where were we? Like, they're all books. I like all the book stuff, but I feel like we need cabinets for like other stuff as well. Oh, but we could do like hanging cabinets in part of the spot. Is that cool though? We'll have hanging cabinets in the actual kitchen part. I don't know. Just a heads up, y'all, in about a minute and a half, we have an ad break coming up. I usually like to take a little bit of a break during the ad breaks, just like I use them as an opportunity to drink some water if I haven't recently, because, you know, I don't drink enough water. Who can relate? But we'll drink some water. Sometimes I stand up and do a little stretch, all that jazz, and I encourage you to do the same. So that's coming up in a little over a minute now. So just fair warning. Okay, I feel like I'm not loving any of this. Like, this was the only thing. Why aren't there more? Or like even like something like this, but not this shape and not with stuff on it. Like, why? Hello? Welcome in. P-Stone, hello. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Welcome in. Hi, Raiders. Hello, hello. See, like this, but like, would this make sense? Like, if you put a couple of them in a row? No, because what are you, like, aren't pantries just like a ton of shelves? Don't you just need like a ton of shelves going all the way across? Maybe this would work if it comes in a decent swatch. Why does the wall keep disappearing like that? I don't know what's happened to my game. Like, maybe this works actually. Okay, I don't hate this. And then I might look for stuff that we can like, oh, okay, cool. So because I have move objects on, it'll let me put these like right next to, yeah. And then, okay. I think these are all still pretty high up, so I'm gonna do even one. Like, this is an absurd amount of shelves. But just, it's because we have, this is our incredibly fancy, massive walk-in kitchen pantry. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want a kitchen pantry with more shelves than I want to count? Some big pantries have a counter with all the little appliances you don't want cluttering the kitchen counter. That's genius. Ooh, let's put a counter in here. That's the move. Ooh, maybe I'll use one of these counters because they have, so, okay. Oh, cool. So that's kind of in line with the, I'm gonna remove this row of shelves. I really don't love what's happening to this wall, but it's fine. Yeah, Ren has to be patient for treats. I'm excited to hang out in the future. It seems like you have such comfy vibes. Thank you for saying that. We do really prioritize comfy vibes around here. How are the horses in The Sims? So we're just building today. I haven't checked in with my horses and or Sims today. Maybe I'll go for like white counters. What, because like we could literally just make the whole here. Oh, like that's cool. And we could even put an end. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Hi, Polly. Kitty. He has his, so my cat is sitting on my desk now and he keeps hitting my mouse with his tail. I love when sometimes if I'm watching a couple of Friends and then the tabs all like collide into one person, it makes me chuckle. Okay, I think this is really cool. And then we can remove some of these, like I'll leave the shelves there for now, but I like the idea of like we could remove, oh, you know what we could even do? Okay, let me show you something really fancy. Okay. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me put this here for a second, and then... Oh. Ren just tried to bite. Do you see this light over in the corner right here? He just tried to bite that on my screen. He just like opened his mouth onto my screen. Yeah, a drinks fridge. Like, that's fancy. I feel like it's a really fancy thing to have a second fridge. I was also considering doing like one of these fancy fridges in here, but I think I like the idea of having like drink fridge in the pantry, and then we'll have like a regular fridge out there somewhere. And it opens, yeah, the handle's on this side, so it would like open out that way, which I think makes sense. I mean, now that's a pantry. You know what I mean? And we could have a... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's a diaper pail. I was like, oh, it has the little foot thing, but it's a diaper pail. Which I guess maybe you can use a diaper pail as a trash. I don't know. Oh, these are fancy. I'm gonna put a trash right here. The only room in the house that we have even like partly done is the kitchen pantry, and then everything else is basically empty. Yeah, I think we want bougie. So some context on this house that we're building. So we're building a house for my legacy challenge that I've been playing in The Sims, that is all horse focused. So it's literally the idea in the legacy challenge is to explore all of the different parts of the recent Horse Ranch pack. So each generation has a different focus. Our second generation sim, which is who we're currently playing with and who will ideally build this house, like the sim who's going to create this house, their focus will be on nectar making, which nectar making can be very lucrative. Like, my thought is that our sim will be able to save up a bunch of money by selling, like making really fancy nectar and selling it. That's going to be his whole thing. But also he's like, I think we gave him the snob trait. So my thought with him is that I think he's gonna want to have like the fanciest house, all the fancy stuff, plenty of space for all of his fancy nectar, which like also I think eventually I'm gonna start making, I think I want to have some space in here for like we'll have maybe even in the pantry we can find a spot. Let me see if I think there are, yeah, there's like nectar racks. Not this exactly, but like these, I think we can find. I might have to move some stuff around, but I think maybe we could, like, we can swap out this for some of these over here. If it'll let me place two, that would be cool. Oh, did I put that like too close? I feel like it's like in the wall. I'll place it like here. The only downside I feel of using move objects is that I am so bad at getting things to line up. But yeah, we can have some like nectar racks there. I wish you could put them, well, I guess I probably could put them up on the wall if I use whatever that thing is to move stuff up. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, and then these I feel like are all a little bit too big to have like inside the house. Although I bet we can find a spot for like this stack of nectar stuff at some point. Anyways, I think these, the storage racks, you can put, like you can make nectar and then put nectar in them, and they like age in the storage rack. So we'll probably have some here. And then I'm also thinking of eventually making some sort of like basement situation, but I haven't figured out where. Anyways, what was I saying? So the sim that will be building this house, I really do feel like his vibes are very like the fanciest stuff, the biggest house, very bougie. So I think this tracks. I think this works. All right, I am going to add, I think, some windows. I feel like at one moment I was planning to add windows and then I just didn't actually do that. So we'll do that now. I think for windows as well as like similar to doors, I want to go for that like washed black color. I feel like that's like not glass. Like that one has glass, but I think this one doesn't have glass. It's just open, which is cool, but not what I'm looking for. I think I want like a couple of windows going across this here because it's basically just a hallway. I actually like the way that one looks. But let's see if there are some horse ones. And let's see. Okay, not really. Yeah, I think these... I like these, but I think a more like long one would be better. They're also these, but they're too big. Okay. Let me go back to that one. Why does this look like it's like... It has like a... Like the edge of this item looks weird. I don't know why. Oh, that's really pretty. But like... For where? Okay. By room? I didn't know you could place windows by room. What does that even mean? Oh, it just like puts them... That's kind of cool. It just like evenly places them in the room. Okay, wait, actually, that's really convenient. Like that's kind of what I want. I'm gonna do that and I might change it later. No, I actually don't like it. I immediately take it back. It was cool for 1 second, but I do not prefer it. Okay, what's the difference? This one looks like that, and this one... Okay, this one's like actually true black. That one's kind of gray. I'm gonna do this one. Like, I don't want to have to like alt place these because it's going to be such a pain. I wish I could place by room and then alt move them all up. But I feel like this is too low and that's too high. All right, maybe I can find a slightly different window. All right, I'm back to overthinking every single small, tiny little decision. Who's surprised? That's too big. They're just getting bigger, right? Like, okay, what if we do... There was this one, but that's way too small. Okay, maybe this one. Yeah, I like this one, actually. Okay. Boom. Easy. That's like... Yeah, that's the color. And maybe I could place these by room. Yeah. And then... I think I'm gonna get rid of these ones and do a smaller one on the side. But not that. Like maybe I'll just do... Okay, not by room anymore. Yeah, like that one. And then how does that look inside? Great, I think. Cool. Make the top floor taller. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I feel like sometimes when the top floor is tall, like the bottom, like that tall, like how that one is, it just becomes like overwhelming, like too much space. But I think that works. I think that looks okay. I like the placement. And then I don't know what I want for the bedrooms yet, so I'll come back to that. I do think I want some big, cool windows for the first floor. Whoa, that's cool. Not that. But what ones do we like? Oh, that's kind of nice. I feel like this is like a... I still like the one we chose, but I feel like this is similar to this window, but bigger. I sort of wish the windows... Sometimes I wish you could like sort things by different sorting, because I don't totally understand like what is the way that the windows are sorted. And sometimes similar stuff is grouped together, or like similar stuff is grouped together, but then it feels like some stuff is like separate from other stuff, and I don't really know why. It almost looks like the houses with windows along the front of the top floor that's open to the main floor. Yeah, I was sort of envisioning this having a section that was open to the main floor, like almost making this longer and having like this have like here's what I was picturing is having the whole thing wider and having like two blocks worth of just open empty space, like open to downstairs, and then these would have like a railing. But I feel like then that the house is just getting just like absurdly large at that point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I was kind of imagining that. I still think that would be cool. Oh yeah, good call. I'll make it on bigger windows for the first floor so we can find some cool... Whoa. Okay. Exactly what I envisioned, but would be huge, yeah. If we somehow save up like a truly unbelievable quantity of money, I will absolutely just go wild. Whoa, that's kind of neat. I'll go wild and make the house even bigger. Okay. What do we think? These are kind of cool, but does it give Horse Ranch vibes? Unsure. These are also cool, but it doesn't. I feel like it's not the right vibes for here. It's like too modern. These are cool, but I feel like we need windows. Like, it does snow in this world. Like, it gets cold. I like this, but it's quite huge. Like, maybe this could be something for, like, the side almost, but then it won't really match, so I don't know. Hi, Renvella, welcome in. Are you building a barn house? Yeah. Yeah, we are. This is our, future massive home for our Sims for a legacy challenge that is all focused on the Sims Horse Ranch pack. So we're going for the vibes are like reminiscent of a barn, but really, really bougie. So that's what we're getting into. Or trying to, at least. I also really like these huge windows, but is that the vibe? Like, these are all so huge. This barn is so posh. All the neighbors probably, yeah, exactly. That's the vibe that I'm going for. I want the neighbors to like casually want reasons to like walk by so they can be like, whoa. Look at the new barn that the neighbors built. I need like an in-between size of window that doesn't exist. Like, those are way too small. I could do something like this, but that's not the vibe. I have to stop saying that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, new friend. Thank you, thank you. Let me look back at my inspiration photo. Huh. Hard to say. I wish they had an in-game window/door editor. Yeah, so many cool windows and doors that are just close but not quite right together. Yeah. Yeah, I was complaining earlier about how I couldn't get swatches because, like, if you play The Sims, you know about the absolute nightmare that is wood swatches never match up ever, and it's so annoying. So I was fighting with that earlier. So I wish like there was just like a custom color editor where you could take an existing swatch of something and then make it like a little bit darker or a little bit lighter or something. And also it feels like there are several windows like this where you should be able to just like decide what the shape of this is. Like, this is really simple. You should be able to just like draw it out basically. Swatches should be universal. Give me the same colors across everything. Yeah. Every time I try to have two wooden things from two different packs, that's all I can think of is, why are there two wooden things with two completely different sets of wood colors? Why? Okay. None of these are doing it for me. I just need to settle on something. I like this, but I feel like it's not quite right for like here, you know? That's too small. No. I will find something. I will. I don't hate that. Maybe I just go for it and get one of these like massive, huge windows and just... Like, is that too much? I like this, but I want it to be like a little bit shorter. Why? I feel confident that we can find something. Okay. Those aren't quite right. Those are also not quite right. Okay, maybe I'll just do tried and true, wide and tall, naughty window. What did I click? Yep. That looks great. Why did it take me so long to figure that out? Why did it take me so long to realize that this is the window that I needed all along? Okay, and then I'm not sure about windows for here and here because this one needs like a really small spot, but I actually do think there's a good horse ranch pack window that would fit here. That one's too small, but there was one that we saw earlier that was like similar but a little bit bigger. Oh, here it is. I was like, I'm sure there was one. I think I'll put that there. I could put two, but that's kind of a weird spot for a window. Okay, that there. But then I feel like this doesn't make as much sense on this side. So we'll do something different here. Oh, maybe it'll be this. I kind of don't hate that. And then I think I'll do these windows in the kitchen as well. But I don't know exactly where we'll want windows. So I'm just gonna put them here for now and I can move them later as needed. I think I'm gonna move this one over to match where that one is. Beautiful. Everything else I'll figure out later. But I think that's basically, now it looks way more like a house, you know what I mean? Now I can picture it. And I like it. It definitely looks like barn inspired, like very, very solidly barn inspired. I'm really loving how it's come together. Me too. Especially considering I was so, like, the first few moments of building this were just, who knows what was going on? Really, truly, not me. I have no idea. I was very lost at first, but I'm feeling better. This is still, like, it's very, like, this is such a long hallway. But I kind of like it. I think I'm still into it. I'm gonna start putting in just some like basic furniture to get an idea of how things could fit together, essentially. Cause like this is quite a big, it's just like a very big and open, like this is the area that I want to have like living room space. And it's very big and open, so I'm not totally sure how to make it work exactly. It's kind of a weird layout, but I think we can just have like a couple of couches essentially, and maybe I'll put the TV, like maybe we'll get like a TV on a TV stand. Although maybe we could put like the TV on the wall back here where it's like right next to the door to the bathroom feels weird to me for some reason. Let's just put things down and then decide. That's too big for that. We'll put things down and then we'll decide how we feel about them in a minute. This is just to get a sense of like the space. But like, that's weird, right? Like you can't, that's like so close to the front door. Is that better? I don't know. But then what's over
then I
here?
guess I'm gay. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride
Cheer
Month.
100, keep the trainer rolling.
Oh, John, thank you so much for those bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep the train rolling. Yes, yes. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And welcome in. We have, oh wow, we have under 10 minutes until we're gonna move on to our next spot in the raid train. So I might just not worry too much about where I'm putting furniture. I just want to like get a sense. This could work, and then like a little table there. It's kind of weird to get into this spot. The living room, I'm not sold on. I think we will have to do a little bit of work to figure out the placement of the living room. But like the dining room, I haven't decided on a table yet. I'm just going to put stuff down. The dining room will be here. We have space, like tons of space for the kitchen area. So everything else and then this I think can just be like, we can have like a bookshelf over here. It can be like a little reading spot. I like that, but not sold on this area. The couches could be perpendicular to the front door. Like this. And then have the TV here. Or what I could just have the TV like over here. Because I also don't love the TV being like, you walk in and there's the TV. I kind of like this. And then we can have our bookshelf area over here. Piano or something. Yes, I like that. Like a piano by the stairs or something. I like that a lot. Nicole, I like where your head's at. Okay, I think I'm gonna work more with this sort of layout. I don't know exactly where things will go yet, but we'll sort that out. But for now, I'm gonna save the game because I haven't saved at all today. And it's not like we built a ton. I feel like it was more figuring out how I wanted things. But we got a decent amount done, so I don't want to lose that progress. I'm going to switch us over to just chatting, and we'll do a little wind down and get ready to end stream and move on to the next streamer in the raid train.